it's holiday time. It's holiday season time, so the market is not trading the same volume overall as it might be during different other periods of the year. I do think there'll be things to trade between now and the end of the year. Today was a good example of that. However, you really never know when you get up in the morning what kind of day it's going to be in the market. I guess you don't know that any time really, but during this time of the year when it's Hanukkah and Christmas and there's lots of people celebrating holidays and things, there's not as much focus on stocks or trading and people putting money into the market as other times of the year. So during this time, we have to keep ourselves motivated. We have to learn to stay motivated as a trader if we already are a trader, or get motivated as a trader if we are new to trading. And that's very important as well. So welcome, sit back, relax. This is not going to be on technical analysis. This is going to be a motivational seminar. This is going to be for your psyche. And this is extremely important. This is important as everything else that I teach that's based on charts and candlesticks and technical analysis and my gap system is also your personal psyche and how you feel about yourself and where you are in your head as a trader. If you're interested in getting more information on anything that I do, my trading room, my gap class, feel free to email me at info@thestockswoosh.com or melissa@thestockswoosh.com. I also have videos on YouTube that you can feel free to go and look at there as well. So let's begin. The stock market. The stock market is accessible to everyone. Everyone from any walk of life. Rich, poor, anybody. It's accessible to everyone to trade it and make money. Why doesn't everyone trade then successfully? Why doesn't everyone trade? Well, first of all, some people don't even understand that they can trade stocks without millions of dollars. Some people don't even understand that, but proprietary day trading allows people to actually open accounts with less money than people think, and it's something to look into. So it really is accessible to everyone. Now, that being said, they have to have a strategic plan in order to be successful making money. And one of the biggest reasons that people are not successful is they are not motivated enough, or they fail to stay motivated. And let me tell you something, motivation takes work. It takes work. It's like you set out to run the New York Marathon. How are you going to start out from the day you start training and say, I'm going to run this marathon in a year from now? You think you're going to be motivated every day from the day you start to train until the marathon is in November, the first week in November? It is the first Sunday in November. A marathon got canceled actually this year for the first time, I think, ever because of the hurricane. But, during the time you're training for a marathon, you are working hard, you are sweating, you have to eat a certain way, you have to run, you have to condition your body, and you have to condition your head. And that's the thing about training. You have to do a conditioning of your head, of your brain, of your psyche in order to become successful trading. And I know this from personal experience, number one. I teach the things I know from personal experience. But number two, I've seen it in people. I've seen the change in people who have changed their attitude. I've seen people go from having a poor attitude to a good attitude just from having a positive influence in their life and staying motivated. So the bottom line is, if you want to make money trading, then you have to stay motivated, and it takes work. There's no way around it. It can be fun work, though. You take a class like this. You read a motivational book. It can be fun. I just want you to realize that it is something that you have to put on your radar. It's not something you can ignore. It's just not going to fall into your lap. You have to think about it. Ooh, now's the time. I better keep myself motivated here. I have to stay on track. Remind myself, constant reminders to keep ourselves upbeat and fresh and positive. What's the real dictionary definition of motivation? Well, it is the act or an instance of motivating or providing with a reason to act in a certain way, the state or condition of being motivated, or something that motivates. Inducement, incentive. This is the best one. Inducement, incentive. Well, what is the incentive to stay motivated to trade, to make money, to be profitable? That is the motivation that the incentive is the money. Okay, that is the result. So we need to continue to stay motivated even during times of the market when we don't get something every single solitary day. You know, come January, when earnings season starts, we might get a million things every single solitary day. We don't have that right now in December. Now, that being said, we do have good things. We do have plenty of good things to do. We can't plan when they are. Like today, here it is, a boring Monday in the middle of December, wake up in the morning, and it's a perfect gap. I mean, if I had dreamed of it last night, I would have never even believed it. I had zero expectations to take any great trade today, and the market gave me something beautiful. You know, this is the reason you stay motivated. So who or what gets you motivated to trade? Well, lots of things. Friends, family. Okay, family is a great motivator. Why? Because your family wants you to succeed. Your family wants you to succeed so that you can make a lot of money, to support them, to buy them presents, take them on vacations. A teacher may be someone that helps you, gets you motivated to trade. Someone like me. A book. There's lots of books out there. And you know what? I suggest people to read books that have nothing to do with trading to get motivated. People want to read all these trading books. That's great for the meat and potatoes, okay? For the meat and potatoes of it, but not for your head. For your head, I want you to step outside of the box and read some other books that have nothing to do with trading. You're going to help feed your psyche and your brain and your spirit by reading different books that are not about trading, to get your head in the right direction for trading. And you can email me and I'll give you some. Also, an experience. Now, what could that experience be? That experience could be something like you did take a trade in the market at some point in your past, and you made money doing it, and it was a wonderful experience. And you can relive that experience in your mind, remembering, oh, yes, I want to do that again. How did I do that? Yes, I want to feel that way again. I want to feel the thrill and the rush of making money doing something, getting in and getting out of it, and being done in 15 minutes and making $1,000. That experience was a positive one. I need to remember that when I'm getting motivated. And of course, the market. The market is a huge motivator because, as everyone knows, there's millions and billions of dollars in the market, all over the place. So that in and of itself can get you motivated, knowing that it's there, sitting there waiting for the taking. I remember we as individuals only need a weeny bit of that to make a living, and a good living at that. Okay, we just want a teeny weeny bit of that, and we can pay our bills, go on vacation, and live in a nice house. So, you know, having realistic expectations, but having them with a strategic plan can mean worlds for us regular people, you know. And also money. Money, of course, is a motivation because this is the goal that we're trying to achieve. And last but not least, yourself. You yourself can get you motivated to trade. Yourself, you can. In your head, whatever you want to tell yourself. And look, the same things that get you motivated keep you motivated. The same things that get you there to the beginning are the same things that keep you there. Friends, family, a teacher, a book, a mentor, an experience, the market, money, and yourself. These are the things that keep you motivated. The same things that made you really think about trading from day one are the same things they're going to have to continue to keep you motivated and just cycle around. You know, if your friends aren't really helping you right now, then talk to someone in your family. Read a positive book. Do something to keep yourself up. It's really important to do that. So important to do that. And quite frankly, whether it's earnings season or not, even during earnings season, you need to keep yourself motivated because it can be exhausting even playing good stuff every day because it takes sometimes a lot out of you to really just nail it perfectly day after day after day after day and not get sloppy. Because you know what happens? You get up in the morning and you do something right for 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, and, you know, all of a sudden you just think you're like, you know, just roll out of bed and make money. No, you know, you still have to be focused. Even any time of the year, even when there's lots of good stuff, you have to be focused because in a second, if you don't follow your plan and do the right thing, you can be in trouble. So you have to still be focused and motivated even when things are going well because you don't want to get off your game. It's very important to be in your A game all the time with the market, all the time, and that's why I teach to focus on gaps. You know, one thing, it helps you to stay focused and stay on your A game, and you don't get distracted by all this other stuff. So how do you get motivated? Use whatever resources you can to get yourself motivated. motivated to trade each day and each week. And I'm serious. Whatever resources you can find, and they're different for all of us. My resources are different than yours. I went to a free lecture on Friday night that had absolutely nothing to do with trading whatsoever, just to feed my head. Just to feed my head to hear some kind of positive information. I went to a free lecture, and it was very interesting, and I got something out of it. I made some notes, and I'm probably gonna use the information to teach in some other webinar that I do. It's really good to feed your head. Whatever resources you can get yourself to get into to keep you motivated, do it. Having a good support system is key. This is another one. Whether it's a trading room, whether it's a friend, a family, anything. And a trading room that has positive influence on you can help you get to motivated and keep you motivated. I am doing that for the people that have signed up for my trading room now, and I think that that's one of the great things about me deciding to do a room is I think it will help people stay motivated to stay on track. Because I know a lot of trading rooms out there, when the market is in this kind of lull period around the Christmas weeks and things, start to call out plays willy-nilly just to call out plays. I'm not going to do that in my room. I'm not doing that in my room. It's about focus. And if there's nothing good to do, then we just sit there and we wait. We wait till we get up and see a good gap the next day. Having dreams can be motivational as one. And of course, I'm a big believer in dreams. If I didn't have dreams, I could never have figured out the stuff that I did in the market. My dreams kept everything alive for me when I was learning how to trade, when I was at the beginning and I was failing at the beginning trying to figure the stuff out that I finally figured out after 3 years. I had my dreams and I kept them alive, and they were hugely motivational for me. Hugely motivational. And everybody needs dreams. I don't care if you're 65 years old, don't stop dreaming. You should never stop dreaming. We're never too old to dream. We grow up and we forget, that it's okay to dream as an adult, because of course we have all these dreams as children, and then we forget that, hey, it's okay to still have dreams as an adult, and then we start to think, well, this is unrealistic, this is crazy, why am I dreaming that I'm going to go on this vacation and build this big house? It's not realistic anymore, I'm just in the same old job. No! Keep your dreams alive, and if you can't figure out a way to make those dreams happen with your current job, then maybe that's why you found me. Maybe you need to find out about trading. Maybe trading is the path to make some of these dreams happen for you that a regular job can't help to create for you, because you're locked into a certain amount of money that you have to make in a year. And the thing about trading is you have to learn what to do at the beginning, but after that, the sky's the limit for you. After you get it right, you focus on what to do. You stick to the plan. You learn, and get the knowledge. And then after that, the money comes. That's the beautiful thing about it. Friends and family can be a great motivation for you as well. And, if you don't have friends that are traders, make some. Or meet friends that'll just listen to you talk about trading and help keep you positive, even if they don't understand what you're doing. Who cares? If they're a positive influence in your life and say, yes, I believe in you, Melissa. I believe you can do it. Then talk to them. Talk to them about your day trading. The people in your life and your surroundings have a lot to do with getting you motivated and keeping you motivated. They have a lot to do with it. If you are hanging around negative people, what do you think that's going to mean for your trading or anything you're trying to accomplish? Your dreams, anything. It's not going to help the situation, okay? You're going to be having to work against this negativity, and you're already trying to work towards your goals. So then it's like you got to do double work. You got to work against this negativity and then work towards the goal. Just make it easy for yourself. And before 2013, before the end of this calendar year, do a clean sweep. Just sweep it up. Get a broom to sweep all of the negative people and influences in your life. Sweep them out. Just take a broom and just sweep them. Sweep them out and get rid of them. Set it up that you can have an incredibly successful trading year in 2013. And part of that is getting rid of all the negative thoughts in your head, the negative people in your life, and the negative influences around you. Okay? Dylan is an assistant in my room. He's here tonight, and he decided to leave Canada and go for the winter. This is a beautiful life of a trader. He He decided to leave Canada because it's freezing there in the winter and go to South America for the winter. He doesn't know a single soul there. He left and went there. That is a bold, courageous thing to do. And he just took his computer and he's going to trade down there. He basically, if he had any money in his life in Canada, he's moved himself into a new situation now where he almost has a fresh start. A fresh start to just meet new people, meet positive people, and he's really not around any people that he knew before because he's put himself in a situation where he's not around anybody, okay? So whether there was any negative people around him before or not, they aren't now because he's in a brand new country where he has a fresh start to trade for the next 3 months in 2013 and has a great, great quarter for himself in the next year. He's writing right now, the only negative, but that he has no air conditioning. Oh, the only negative was the weather in Canada. Well, that's good. That's good. But still, even so, the lesson to be learned here is if you have to put yourself in a different situation, in a different environment, if you are around negative people, then if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do, okay? Even if it means doing something completely different, okay? I'm doing this myself. I've actually been doing this for the last couple months. And in the last 60 days, I have really done a clean sweep. The last 30 for sure. The last 60, I've been really working on it for like the last 60 to 90 days, doing a clean sweep. A clean sweep of all the people I've noticed in my life that I don't connect with anymore. I don't even want to talk to them anymore. Nothing against the people, but they don't support my success as a trader. Every time I talk to them about something I do great, it's almost like there's something that comes out of their mouth that's either negative or in fear. I don't even want to talk to them anymore. So thank you. I'm moving on, and this isn't about them, this is about you. It's time for you to get selfish, okay? And what does that mean? You have to get yourself together and be a little selfish about the people that you're surrounding yourself with and what you're doing with your time. Because how are you going to make your dreams come true if you don't get yourself together? It all starts with you. You have to get yourself motivated. You have to keep yourself motivated. Remember, this is work, okay? Use the resources available to you, but in the end, you and you alone are responsible for what you create in your life and the success and your trading success. You are responsible for that, okay? So if you really are serious about making money in the market in 2013, what are you going to do to make that happen? It's time to do some mental work, okay? Besides taking classes and technical analysis and all this stuff, the mental work is huge. The mental work is sometimes what stands between people making a little bit of money in the market or break-even money in the market and a lot of money in the market. Sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes it's just in their head, okay? It could be that much of a difference. And that much of a difference makes all the difference, okay? The hesitation waiting for confirmation of the entry in a gap, and it's moved half the move. Moved half the move means you miss half the move, and you also can't take the same size, and your stop has to be bigger. What are you waiting for, okay? You're hearing these people back here are saying, be careful, don't take a lot of risks. No, if you study properly and know what to do, the risk is calculated. Therefore, it's not risk, okay? It's doing what you know strategically. So the bottom line is that the same things that got you motivated in the beginning can keep you motivated throughout your trading career. And when you need motivation, you have to look at the bigger picture. Making money trading is about the bigger picture. There are 200 trading days in the year, give or take a leap year and some holidays, but that's about what it comes down to. So that's a lot of days that you have to look for your strategy. Mine is gas. So if I don't get it once in a while, I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to do something else that I'm not supposed to do. I've got 200 trading days in a year. I will get plenty of golden gaps, plenty, more than enough to make me fat and happy, okay? And everybody I teach. Being in the stock swoosh trading room will help you stay motivated. In the last few weeks, I've been talking to my traders in the room since people have been joining and signing up. I have to keep everybody motivated. Sometimes I've gotten up in the morning and said, there's nothing to do today. Okay? There's nothing to do. I'm telling you that there's nothing good. Okay? And I want people to stay motivated, but I got to tell them when there's something good and when there's something not. And this is part of being in my trading room. You have to have patience with yourself. And you really have to have patience with the market. When the market tells you there's something to do, do it. If the market tells you there's nothing to do, don't do it. Okay? How do you know this? Well, you have to learn how to read charts. Okay? You have to learn how to read these patterns. This is the stuff I teach, but if you do, you will know when the setup is right, what to do with the stocks that you're trading. And I use the picture of the baby because I don't know how many of you here are parents. I am not a parent, okay? But I have learned through my process with myself to love myself when things are going tough, okay? And to baby myself as if I was an infant. You have to learn to be patient with yourself. If you have a baby or a child, would you scream and yell and criticize and judge that child if it did something wrong, something that it didn't know what to do? No, you would never do that. Not to a baby, not to your baby that you love. This is kind of how you have to be with yourself when you are in the process of growing as a trader. When you're, even if you were successful, even if you were making millions of dollars in the market, let me tell you, sometimes you make a mistake and you have to love yourself through it, okay, and not be overly harsh and critical of yourself. And at the beginning, specifically, you have to be very loving with yourself, because when you're learning something new, if GAPS is new for you, if my class is new for you, you have to give yourself the chance to succeed. Well, how are you going to do that? Be patient with yourself. Treat yourself with loving kindness so that you give yourself the chance to succeed. If you're too critical on yourself and too judgmental on yourself, you're not going to stay in the positive mindset that I'm telling you is very, very important for your psyche. Okay? It's different when you look at something that you did and you say, oh, I made a mistake there. Melissa told me to get in here, and then I didn't believe her, so I got in here. All right, I'm going to learn from this and go back now tomorrow. Review my notes. Don't beat yourself up for doing something wrong one day or 2 days while you're learning. It's part of the process. You're going to start out, then you're going to work yourself up, you're going to have some hiccups, and you're going to work through it. And this is all the process that we're all in. Everybody's in this process all the time. You never get to a point where you're trading where you're never going to make a mistake, because we're all humans. Okay, we're all humans, and we can always have room for improvement. There's some days where I nail it. I get in at the right place and out at the right place. There is some days I do that like a machine. Okay, but then there's some days that I get out too soon. And I wish look at that thing, it just dropped another 50 cents. I wish I would have stayed in that thing. Well, do I beat myself up? No. I said, well, tomorrow I'm going to do better. I'm going to make sure I get more of that move. You have to learn to be patient with yourself at the beginning, in the middle, and even when you're making tons of money. I don't care where you're at with your trading. Treat yourself with loving kindness and patience. It takes courage to trade every day. It takes courage to risk your own money in the market. And more than that, it takes courage to learn something new. If you're not a trader or you're not trading gaps and you want to learn and you're thinking about taking my class, I know it takes courage to learn this thing. I know that, okay? I understand that. And it takes courage to get up and trade the next day when you lost the day before. But you must do this when you're learning, okay? You have to have amnesia. When you get to the point where you are trading and you know what to do, and you make a mistake and you lose money on the one day, you have to get up the next day with amnesia. That's the only way to do it. It really, really takes courage to trade every day. And I said this to the people in the room last week. I applaud everyone who has the courage to risk your own money in the market, because you're going at it and you're going to say, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to change my life with this whole trading thing. I know that I can do it. Me, one little person, I can do it in the market as long as I have the strategy and I follow my plan. And that takes courage. Why? Because you're doing something new. It's not like signing up a job application and saying, we're going to pay you $125,000 a year guaranteed salary. You're going to start tomorrow and you're going to work from 9 to 5. No, this job is get up in the morning. It's 8 to 12, 8 to 11. or whenever you want to start, as early as you want to get up, and you have to study in between and study on the weekends. This isn't a 9 to 5 job with a set salary. How much you make depends on how much you risk and how much work you want to put into it. And if you make a mistake and lose one day, you have to have amnesia. Amnesia. What does this mean? This means a loss of a large block of interrelated memories. Complete or partial loss of memory caused by brain injury, shock, etc. What's the shock? Okay, the shock is if you take a trade today, and let's just say you lose $200, are you going to carry that into the next day? Oh, I got to make that $200 back. I got to make that $200 back. I have to make that $200 back. No. I want you to get up the next day and have amnesia. Not partial loss of memory, complete loss of memory. This is the only way, okay? There were days when I was teaching myself how to trade and learning that I had a retail account, and you have a certain amount of money in it, and if it falls below that, the broker shuts you off. You're not allowed to trade, okay, per, regulations. I would lose. I'd know that if I didn't refund the account before the end of the day, which is going to be able to trade tomorrow, I would race to the bank before the wire department closed at 2 p.m. If I lost in the morning, I knew I was going to have to refund the account, and I would refund that account every time. I'm such a fighter. Okay, this is the reason that I'm doing this successfully now. I never give up. Okay, but the bottom line is you have to have amnesia then the next day. If you don't, you will be chasing the money from the day before, and that is not a good frame of mind to be in. How are you going to do the right thing the next day? You get up and you rate your gap, and you see if it sets up. And if you get the entry, you take it, and you make the money, boom, you're in. You don't think about the money you lost yesterday. You don't think about the fact there weren't any good gaps, and you shouldn't have taken anything, and you just got all excited because it was Monday, and you hadn't traded for 2 days, and you just wanted to take something, and you just couldn't wait. No, okay? You have to just act like that never happened. It's the only way to do it. The thing is that this lack of amnesia has ruined people that have a lot of skill in the market that just cannot do it. They can't get their head on right to move forward if something happens to them. And you have to do it. How else are you going to move forward and start becoming profitable again? 1 lost day isn't the end of the world. 2 lost days in a month isn't the end of the world. You can get back on the wagon like lickety-split. But how do you do it? Have amnesia. Do not carry the next day's junk into the next day. Again, stay in a positive frame of mind. What are you going to have to do? You know what? You turn off the computer after the day that you had in the morning. If things didn't work out, you go to the gym. You read a book. You go out with your friends. Have a glass of wine. Have a beer. Go watch football. Do whatever you want to do at night so you can just clear out the day, sweep away the cobwebs of the day, and get up the next morning to do the right thing. It's unbelievable how easy that is once you start to get into the habit of doing that, okay? So, yeah, you have to figure out what you did wrong, okay? But really, you should be doing that right after it happens, okay? So after it happens, you should say, wait a minute, why didn't that work? Analyze it right after it happens. Do it there, but I don't want you to take it home and think about it for 24 hours. The time to analyze stuff when it doesn't work out is either right after it happens or on the weekend, okay? Or on the weekends to do that. So, I don't want you to be thinking about it every single solitary second after it happens, okay? This is a picture, of a tiger. It's a beautiful example of strength. You have to be strong. You have to be strong as a person to make money in the market. You do. I mean, you just absolutely do. And we're all capable of it. We're all capable of it. We just have to ask it of ourselves. The thing is that people don't realize that they are strong. We are strong. We're strong enough to do it. If I'm doing it, you can do it. I'm not any different than you, okay? I know other people that are doing it. They're doing it. I'm doing it. You can do it too. But you have to stay motivated, and you have to be strong. And you have to have amnesia when something doesn't work out right. And you have to have patience with yourself. And you have to have courage. So what do you do when things don't work right? I mean, is it your fault? No. It's not your fault when things don't work right. It's not the market's fault either. It's not anyone or anything's fault. It's just trading. Sometimes it's just about the fact that the mathematical odds sometimes set up that half plays fail. And it's not anybody's fault. That's why you have to learn a strategic way to play so that if you lose, you only lose a little. And if the play works, then you make a lot. I mean, that's really the key. I mean, that is what it is. Sometimes I'll pass in a play. In fact, I've done this in a room where I say, I'll just stop 35 cents. Dylan probably laughed at me because Dylan's used to taking stuff like that. To me, 35 cents is a lot and something that'll go and work. And I could have made, 70 cents and I don't take it. But, the thing is, when you lose a little. When you make a lot, make a lot. Don't give up on the market if you don't get a good play every day. And don't give up on your strategy either. Trading and making money trading is about playing the odds correctly in your favor. If you do this over the course of a month, a week, and a year, you will make money by staying on track with your game plan. And what do you do when they work right? Well, that's easy. You celebrate and pat yourself on the back. Good job. Good job, Melissa. Good job. You did a great job today. You played DMND perfectly. Great. However, I can't start getting lazy, and neither can you. When you have days and days and days in a row where everything works right and perfect, don't start to get complacent with your discipline. Just because I had a good day today, I can't get up tomorrow and be lazy. Okay, I can't roll out of bed tomorrow at 8:45 and say, ooh, I'm going to do everything right today. No, I have to get up tomorrow, get up early, study, look for the right thing. You have to, it's such a fine line, okay? You have to keep yourself positive and motivated, but you can't get off your game. The minute you're off your game, boop, the market just comes right back in and reminds you, ooh, see there, you jumped the gun on that entry, didn't you? The market will remind you, okay? So I'm reminding you, stay motivated, stay positive, give yourself credit when it's due, be patient with yourself, but don't get lazy, okay? Everything has a season. Now is the time for studying. December is the month to be taking classes, to be studying your trades, to be reviewing your trading plan. If you're already a trader, consider next year, should I increase my risk? Did I have a good year this year? Did I have a good enough year that I can increase my risk next year? I'm in this evaluation process with myself right now this month. You have to think about it. And if you're new to trading, you think maybe now's the time to be taking a class. Maybe now I better do the work. I know it's holiday time. Everybody wants to go to parties. But I tell you, as soon as the earnings season rolls around, it's going to be time to make money. And you got to figure out what you're supposed to do before then. Because then you're not going to have time to study because you're going to be trading. And then you're going to have to review your trades. So the time to learn is now. Learn a new strategy now. Read motivational books now. Feed your head. Work on the stuff you have to work on. Everybody has something different they have to work on. It's different for all of us. You know what it is. Okay? Everybody's thinking something in their head right now. You know what you need to improve in your life and your trading. If you think about it just for 5 seconds, I'm sure an answer comes to every single person. So now is the time. Now is the time to think about it. 2013, it's the end of the year this year. You think about next year. Everyone has New Year's resolutions. Well, call them dreams, call them goals, call them New Year's resolutions. What do I want to do next year? Next year, I want to learn to do something where I can have extra money that I can go on a vacation. And I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to get on a different path. I want to change something about my life. I'm tired, of scraping the money together all the time. I want to just flourish. I am tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I want something different for myself. Maybe trading is the path to that. I know it was for me, okay? I did mortgages for 20 years. 20 years I did mortgages for people, and I worked 7 days a week, and I took phone calls from clients on a holiday when real estate agents would call me, and clients, it's a customer service-based industry, and if you don't pick up the call, you lose the deal. And I had to kiss ass to banks from here until tomorrow to get loans approved, and at some point I said, I don't want to do this anymore. I've got to find something else. I don't want to live like this. And I found trading, and although it took a lot of work to get to this point, because I didn't have a teacher like myself, okay? It was all worth it in the end, okay? It was so worth it in the end to be able to create my own destiny. So here's an example of one that we did. This is on the 30th. This is a gap that we did that didn't end up working right. Didn't end up working right of the day at all. It set up and failed, and I'm going to show you what happened. This is Zoom Z. It rallied up, this on the chart. I'm going to show you in a minute what happened. I just want to compare apples to apples. What happens when they don't work? Okay, just so you see. So the entry time was 9:34. The price was 19.24. The stop was over 19.35. With an 11-cent risk, for a better risk of $220, which is 2,000 shares, the loss of the day, if you never replayed it, which I'm going to give you an example, apples to apples here, it was $220. Okay, so say you take this play, you don't retake it. Okay, say you're too scared to retake it here, you take the trade, it fails, it dings you out, you don't retake it, fine. You lost $220 today. What do? Well, you just say the gap isn't going to work right today. I'm not going to retake it. I've lost conviction in this now. I'm moving on. I'm going to turn off my computer. I'm going to go to the gym. I lost $220 today. I'm going to wait till a better one the next day. And lo and behold, you get a good one then. Another good one. That sets up then, let's just say the next day. Here's IAG. This one's set up, and lo and behold, you say, okay, fine. Now, I'm down $220 from yesterday. What do I do with myself? Do I give up? No. Do I go hog wild? No. I rate the gap. The gap is good. Okay, let's see if I can get this guy to work. Now, it opens and it drops, and it shows immediate weakness. You could have gotten in here, but the proper entry was here with a really good stop, with a tiny stop. And this is how it's set up. 9:35. Price was 13.03. The risk was 6 cents. Okay, the stop was right over that base, which was 13.09. So if you risk the same amount of money that you risked the other day, $210, okay, here you could have taken 3,500 shares of it. This is trading plenty of volume. Not a problem. Okay, you have to trade these stocks that have volume in it, but both these did. $12.23 was the exit. It didn't go to the target. I'm going to show you that. So the profit's $28, $2,800. So if you make $2,800 on the good one, and you lose $220 on the not good one, what does that leave you with? Well, roughly $2,600. So this is why you have to stick to the plan of action, okay? Take one, it doesn't work, you lose, you stop. Take one, it's good, you make a lot. And this thing didn't even go to the target. Okay, so the entry was here, and it bled all the way down. Now, the target was $12, but it's getting into lunch. And again, I teach this in the class. It's getting into lunch. You don't get to the target. I'm not going to hold something for 20 cents. If it's 11 o'clock reversal time, I start to get a rally. At some point, you have to keep lowering your stop down here. So you could have lowered your stop over this base, but the way I play things, I try to take them off into a reversal time before they flip around. This bled nicely down into 11 o'clock, but as soon as this green bar goes 1 penny over the previous bar here, I'm out of this thing. Now, as it turns out, I think it did actually go down and continue even lower in the day, but it rallied up to a reset up here, and then went down. I think it went down to 11.85, I think it was, or something that went on the day. It had more of a drop in it. Okay, it went actually past the target for the day, but not in the first move, not in the first play, not in this whole thing. Okay, now there were ads in here. I'm not going to go over it. I'm just trying to compare apples to apples. One morning trade that loses, one morning trade that works, what you can show for yourself. And this is why you get up the next day with amnesia and say, I didn't do anything wrong today. Something didn't work. It's not my fault. Okay, fine. IAG is setting up. Take it. And you can't be afraid to take this today with a tiny stop. Something you know, you learn in the class, you know it's good. The gap rates well. It was a highly rated gap. You can't be afraid to take this because you lost on one play yesterday. And this is the whole point I'm making, because you have got to keep your head fresh, clear, motivated, focused, positive, okay? So this is what this thing produced then on the day. Oh, yeah, it was 11.85. There it was. This is what this thing produced on the day. Beautiful, beautiful gap. And if you'd done the other guy and got upset and then didn't do this guy, what would you do? You would have missed all this money in this thing, okay? And this is the reason that I love to trade gaps. This is the reason that I like to do just one thing. I think it really, really helps you stay focused. I mean, if you have all the money in the world to get into do a million different strategies on the day, and you could be in 5, 6 things at once and take sides in all of them and manage all of them and have 6 different, screens up, fine. I think that's a lot to ask of yourself as one person. It is real and can happen for you to do well and do well as a day trader, without a ridiculous amount of money, as long as you know what to do and stay focused and focus on one thing and keep your head on straight. You must wait for the good ones. You must wait for the good ones. Period. End of story. I mean, I talk about this all the time. AMREN was a 19 rated gap on Friday, and I said I don't like it. It's set up to go. It triggered. I didn't take it. I didn't call it in the room as an official play, and I said I don't think it's going to work. And you know what? It didn't work then. It went and moved like 7 cents, rallied back to the entry, and tittered out the whole day. And you know what? It worked today. You have to wait for the good ones, and that is why the rating system that I figured out is so great. This is why you have to keep yourself under control. You have to believe in the system. And I knew on Friday that AMREN was a 19, and a 19 is a 50-50 chance it may work, and a 50-50 chance it might not work, and I just didn't feel it, and then it didn't work. You have to stay motivated. Even if you don't, you will miss the good one, okay? Even if you get one and you say, oh, it's a 19, it might work, hey, take it if you want to. But if you take it today, and tomorrow you get a good one, and you're upset from today, what are you going to do? If you give up and walk away, you will end up empty-handed if you don't wait for the good ones. Don't get caught up in negativity so that you don't do the right thing when the market hands it to you, like this, okay? This is the market handing it to you. The market handed DMND to me today. It handed it to me. Woke up out of bed this morning. It looked great. It kept looking better and better and better, and there was nothing else to even look at today. It just said, here, do this one. It's as simple as can be. There it is. So make sure that you're there and ready to trade and take it when the market hands it to you. People get so tripped up by the moves of the market, and people have a hard time keeping faith every day. I'm telling you, keep the faith. I want you to keep the faith. I don't want you to give up. I'm telling you to sweep out all the negativity in your life. You've got, how many more days left? 21 days. You got 21 days to do your mental work. 21 days is plenty of time to sweep the cobwebs of your mind and start to get clear on what you want with your life. This is a broader picture thing to do. Trading is not just about trading, okay? Trading is about everything, okay? It's, trading is something that it can change your life. I'm here to tell you, okay? You get good at this thing, it's going to change your life. So it's time to do the work. I'm giving you the motivation to do the mental work. I'm telling you that if you get your trading correct, it can change your life, okay? The state of the economy, the way that things are right now, the way that people are, the way that, companies are not stable with their employees. Do you want to wait till you get fired at your job until you decide to learn how to trade? Don't wait till then. Anything's possible. And if you learn how to trade and take control of your own destiny, you're going to be so much better off. You're going to feel your own personal power so much better. And besides that, you can make more money probably in the long run, okay? You have to get to a place where you say, I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to be like a monk. I'm going to get up in the morning and I'm going to focus, and I'm going to look at the gaps and I'm going to rate the gaps and I'm going to get up early, I'm going to do the work, and I'm going to study in the weekends. I'm going to be like a monk. I'm going to be so focused to get this thing right, there's going to be nothing stopping me. And this isn't about a religious thing, okay? This is about being a monk in the sense that you're in a place with yourself that you are so in balance with what you want to accomplish, what your focus is, what your routine is on the day, where you're going with the next year of your life, that you are so focused like a monk that nobody's going to take you off your game. You're in a state of meditation like a monk where you say, I don't care what these people think. I am not letting them stop me. I'm going to be a successful trader next year. And boop, and you just stay in that place of total focus. You really have to have clarity. This is a picture. I don't even know what this is a picture of. I took it off some Friday. It was an example of clarity, and it's wonderful. It looks like a prism. Looks almost like a prism, like a rainbow, but it's like cutting glass. I don't even know what it is. I don't even care. It's gorgeous, okay? And it represents clarity. Clarity in your trading and clarity with your goals. And that's where you need to get to be. And part of that has to do with your head, has to do with your mind, what you're focused on, And the clearer you are inside of you, the easier it is going to be to achieve your goals. No matter what, the most positive person in the world still has a bad day or problems that arise and they have to deal with them. Now, what's the difference between that person and somebody that is a negative person that has problems that arise? Well, the positive person is going to move through the problem faster because they're going to have more clarity with the fact that this isn't, this is something that I can overcome. And they're going to just move forward and push through it and move past it. And the amazing thing about we as human beings and the power of our minds is that the better we get at doing this, the better we get at doing this. And then the easier it is. And then the better we get at doing it, and the easier it is. And then our lives start to move forward faster and faster and faster. And all of a sudden, here it is. Woo! Here it is. It's 2013. I guess I'm doing this thing now. I guess I'm doing it. Here it is, 2013. Now I have a company. Did I think I'd have a company a year ago? No. I didn't even think I'd be teaching classes a year ago. And here I am. This thing is just fallen into place. Now, have I had bumps in the road in between? Yes, of course. And I've worked through them quickly. Okay? You get into a groove with something, you move forward, you're full speed ahead. It's full speed ahead, and it's got to be that way with your trading too. Okay? There's no looking back. There's no looking back. You make the decision to do this, there is no turning back. That's how you have to look at it. Okay, that's why the amnesia is so important. Because if you keep looking back and looking back and looking back, with what did I do yesterday? What did I do last month? What did I do wrong last week? What did I do wrong? You have to have amnesia, and you have to stop looking back, and you need to move forward, and you need to look ahead. Okay, you focus on today, and you move forward. There's no turning back. You get on the path to become a successful trader, there's no turning back. Okay, what happens is people decide they think they want to do this, and they start down the path, and then they give up, or they question themselves, or they think, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I should quit, maybe should I give up, should I do this? No, you have to completely get rid of you have to act like you can't quit. Like there's only one direction moving forward. Like that's it. There's only one path, straight ahead. That's it. Okay, get clear in the fact that there's only one road you gotta take. Move forward, straight. That's the direction you want to go. That's where you want to be headed. If we want to change our lives, what does that mean? We have to change our thoughts. You know that 98% of what we think today is the same thing that we thought yesterday. 98% of what I believe today is basically mostly what I believed yesterday. Okay, our beliefs really don't change that much from one day to the next unless we change them. How are you going to change your life? Change your thoughts. If you think the same today as you did yesterday, what do you think is going to change in your life? Okay? Get clear. Change your thinking. Realize there's nothing that's stopping you from success but yourself. Okay? Now, it may not happen as fast as you wanted to, but nothing does for any of us. Okay? And you just have to accept that and move forward and say, I'm doing this, and I'm not giving up. There is no path. But at a certain point in my trading, I don't even remember when it was. I didn't have all this worked out in my head. It sounds great now, but I'm living this. Okay? I didn't have this kind of clarity. But there would be days, okay, when I would consider quitting at the beginning, and then once I get into it, and then it just got to the point where I just realized that I was never going to quit. Like, I would say the words out loud, like, should I quit, like, to my friends and family, and some of them would say yes, and I would ignore them. I would just completely ignore everything they said, and then I would get up the next day and trade anyways. And I just realized at a certain point that I was never going to turn back. I was just never going to turn back. And I had made that decision somewhere unconsciously, subconsciously, the day I started. But some people don't. And I want you to consciously make the decision that you are not going to quit. Okay? Otherwise, why bother with it? Okay? Know that you're going to achieve your results. Okay? I don't know if it's going to be in a week, in a month, in 3 months, in the first quarter of 2013, but if you don't start getting on the path right now, then the sooner it is going to be to get to your goal. Okay? That I can tell you. The longer you wait to get on the road, the longer it's going to take to get where you're trying to go. Okay? And the longer it takes you to get clear, the longer it's going to take you to get there. So just get clear. Change your thoughts today. Don't have the same thoughts you had yesterday. Have different thoughts today. And then tomorrow you're going to have different thoughts and better thoughts and more thoughts, and just move forward. If you want to change your life, then change what's going on in your head. And this is how you keep the momentum going. This is how you keep moving forward and moving forward and moving forward, and we're going to do it together. I'm doing it now. The people that are around me are doing it. I'm helping them to do it. I can help you to do it too. You have to get with a group of people that are on the same path and that are moving forward in the same direction. My success is not different from your success, okay? If I'm successful and you're successful, great, okay? I want people to be successful. I want myself to be successful. My success does not interfere with your success, and your success does not interfere with my success. They're all one and the same, okay? They're all one and the same. There's more than enough money in the market for us all to be shorting the things that I'm calling in the room. There's plenty, okay? You have to press the button when I say it. You have to take my class and learn how to do it so you don't have to rely on me for the rest of your life. But the bottom line is, I want you to be successful. I already am successful, and my success and your success can be joined, combined efforts, okay? Stick to the program. Do not deviate. Take Zoom-Z, lose the money. Take IAG, make the money. Don't all of a sudden decide that you're going to do daily sell setups and daily buy setups and breakout plays that you've never done before because all of a sudden you took Zoom-Z in a gap and it didn't work, and then you want to give up on everything. No, no, no. Okay, that is not the what to do. You have to stick to the program, stick to your strategy. Of course, you have to have one that works, okay? I do happen to have one that works, but whatever you're doing, whether you want to learn mine or do your own thing, stick to the program, okay? Don't deviate. You're not going to see consistent results by deviating. You change your mind every single day. That isn't going to result in consistent money. You know, perseverance. I mean, this is everything I've been talking about all in one, lumped together. The strength, the courage, all of those words describe perseverance. And it describes what it takes to be a trader. And I don't care if you're a man, if you're a woman, I don't care if you're young, I don't care if you're old. These are things that are required within you to be successful trading. Because you're going to have to climb this mountain till you learn how to do it. And I want you to go easy on yourself and be patient with yourself when you're climbing the mountain. But the fact is, it's there. It's there waiting for you to climb it. Just, you know, the longer you wait to get up to the mountain, the longer it's going to take you to get to the top. You may as well start the road now, okay? Don't wait 5 years from now. Don't wait till 2020 to decide to change your life, okay? If I even knew what the heck trading was when I was 21, okay, and graduated college, my life would be so different now. So different now. I did a job I hated for 20 years. Why? Because I make good money. And then I just, you know, got used to doing it. And you get in a rut, okay? And I wasn't happy, you know? And, you know, at some point you just say, you know what? I deserve to be happy. And the good thing is I love to trade. And I think that a lot of people, when they start to trade, they do love it, okay? This is a personal preference. You have to press the buttons, do it, learn it. Hopefully you do love it. If you love it, I want you to do it. If you don't love it, it's a different story. I happen to love trading. I happen to love reading charts. I love technical analysis. I love all the stuff about stocks. I love the market. I love the money you can make. I love everything with it, okay? But there are certain days when I get upset too, and I have to persevere, and you have to too. You know, at some point, you have to decide to make the trek up the mountain to change your life, okay? And the longer you wait, the longer it's going to take. You know, if I had known what I know now when I was in my early 20s, mid-20s, even early 30s, my life would be so different now. So different now, you know? And I'm just glad that I'm on the path I'm on right now. I'm just glad that I'm on it. And I will trade forever and ever because I love it. Whether I teach people, whether I don't, I will never not trade forever. I will trade forever. I don't even care. If I wake up tomorrow and meet a millionaire and marry him in New York, I will still trade. I will still trade. I'll trade every earnings season, maybe not every single day, but I will trade even if I don't need the money because I love it. Longevity and consistency in trading. Trading is about consistency and longevity. If you want to have longevity, you need to produce consistent results. If you want to produce consistent results, you must stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. And stay consistent with your trading and your strategy. Success. This is all about success. It's everything I'm wanting you to think in your head for this whole class tonight. How are going to be successful if you give up after one setback or two setbacks or any setbacks for that matter. Success means removing the blockages towards success. Part of that is removing some of the negative people in your life and influences in your life, and not allowing setbacks to guide your decisions. They were not present when you made the choice to trade, and those setbacks were not present when you were getting motivated. Success does not come without taking a risk and making an effort. Period. End of story. Take the risk to learn how to do it. Take the risk to devote some time when you be out partying over the holidays, to take my class and learn a new strategy and study to be prepared to get on track with your goals for 2013. Make an effort. Part of the effort means continuing to move forward and to stay positive when you are testing or trading. If there was no risk involved in trading in life, everyone would be successful, and as we know, that is not the case. As we know, that is not the case. And let me tell you something, the world is changing. It's not going to be easy anymore to just, get by, okay? People that are bright, and I'm sure a lot of you here all are, okay, are going to start to realize this. It's not going to be like it used to be. It's not going to be like you can just get by and get away with it, just doing whatever. The world is changing. We know this. This is it, okay? The world is changing, and things are not the same anymore. We're not going to be able to get by and just pretend that we can go on like this anymore. It got to the point like that with my mortgage job back in 2008. I realized I am not going to be able to do this job for the next 20 years and make the same money. What am I going to do? I'm not going to be able to just get by with like this. This has gotten too hard. Banks don't want to approve anyone for a loan. This is nuts, okay? And you have to get to a point before things start to crumble around you when you realize it's time to take matters into my own hands. And here it is, the cheese stands alone. I've used this before in other seminars. This has to be all of you with your helmet on, okay? This is me, this is you, this is everybody trying to get the cheese. How are we going to get the cheese? Whatever that cheese means to you, okay? That cheese could be a better life. That cheese could symbolize money, a different job, okay? Whatever the cheese is to you, it's time to get yourself together, okay? Time to go for the cheese and risk what you need to move forward. You've got your helmet on. I'm giving you the tools. I'm helping you get motivated. I have the room. I offer a class. I'm telling you everything you need to do. I'm giving you all the pieces, not just take this buy setup, okay? I'm telling you everything you have to do to make it, okay? But you yourself have to put the helmet on and make sure it's on tight, okay? Make sure that helmet is on tight and know there's no turning back, okay? You go for the cheese. There's no turning back, okay? No turning back. So I went to New York over the Thanksgiving holiday, and I took pictures of the balloons of the Macy's parade. These balloons are fantastic. And somebody someday came up with the idea to make these balloons larger than life, and someone turned a fantasy into reality. At this point in your life, it may seem like a fantasy that you could actually, make a couple $100 or a couple $1,000, in an hour trading a day. It seems like a fantasy. But you can turn it into a reality with a strategic game plan, with a goal, with all these things in place, a strategy, your head on right, all the things you need lined up, a good trading room, get it organized. You've got plenty of time to plan it out. Sit down in a notebook and write everything down. Start to turn your fantasy into reality. People do it all the time. Miracles are happening everywhere, all over the planet, right now, this second. Every second, a miracle is happening over the planet with somewhere, with someone. We just don't see them every day. And that's the problem. We start to just get into our ruts and our routines, and we think this is our life. Like I said, 98% of everything we thought yesterday, we think today. Well then how are we going to turn our fantasies into reality if I'm still thinking like I did yesterday? I have to change the way I think today so that today I think all the good things so that tomorrow they happen, and so on and so forth. Remember, trading is about power. It's the power of the market, the power of the gap, the power of the golden gap system, which is my trading system, the power of conviction. This is a whole other class I could do. I could do a whole class in conviction in itself, and I'm probably going to. The power the information, the power of the knowledge, and the power of you. You. People forget how powerful they are. We forget how powerful we are. The power of the human spirit, that's you, that exists in all of us. Again, this is not a religious thing. This is you as a human being. The power of the human spirit is the power within you to create what you want with your life. You are the one with the power. Your human spirit is so, so powerful. You have the power within yourself to follow a disciplined trading plan, make money in the market, and keep yourself motivated during personal setbacks. You can control your destiny by making a choice in your spirit not to allow anything to stand in the way of your trading success, not to allow anything to take you off your path. You yourself can make a choice that you're not turning back. That's your choice, okay? We all have choices. You can decide to do it or decide not to do it. But either way, just make the choice, okay? So many people get on, it's like a seesaw, and they're teeter-tottering back and forth, or they're trading on and off for years. Let me try this, let me try that, let me try options, let me try Forex, let me try equities, and then they fall off the seesaw. They can't take it anymore, okay? Get off the seesaw. Make a choice. I am going to trade bearish gaps, and I'm going to do them every day that they rate 20 or higher, and this is what I'm going to do, and that's it, okay? Make the choice and do it, okay? Get off the seesaw. The seesaw goes nowhere. It gives you a headache. It's like makes you dizzy. It just makes you sick, okay? You have to have intention, and with that comes the clarity. You have to have the clarity and the intention. They have to be right there. When you have a clear vision, clear intention, and a plan of action in place, you can use the power of intention to assist you in creating the trading results you desire. Get clear. Clarity. This is so important. Clarity and conviction. I'm just going to make up a thing like the 5 C's, okay? Intention only works with complete clarity and focus. Focus on 1 or 2 spots. Focus on one strategy. Focus by being the Swoosh trading room. All of these things will help you get and stay clear and motivated. You know, a lot of times people say, well, wait a minute, you know, this positive thinking stuff, I thought positive, but then it didn't happen, so I don't believe it anymore. Well, you know what? I bet you weren't clear. Okay, you weren't really clear. These things come about with clarity. And I'm telling you, I know it takes work. Okay, I know it takes work. And that's why I'm telling you, sweep out the cobwebs. Get rid of the negativity. I'm talking about all the things, all the people, all the influences. You got to clear them all out. This only works with clarity, not just in you, but the stuff that's surrounding you. Because remember, if I'm taking all my energy trying to fight off all these negative people to the right, and my goal over here on the left is to make millions of dollars, well, if my energy is spent trying to push off these negative people, how am I going to make the millions of dollars? I just want to get rid of those people. I don't even want to talk to those people anymore. You know what? I love you people. God bless you. I'm sorry. I'm moving on. And you just focus on. Okay? You just move forward. You know? You have to get clear. Okay? And it's a combination of things you have to do for that. You can think about it within yourself. You can email me questions, but I'm telling you, you know, it will come to you. The answers will come to you inside yourself. You will know what I'm talking about when you start to think about it, when you realize, you know, she's right. I haven't been clear with really what I wanted to do here. I've been on the teeter-totter. I've been teeter-tottering back and forth, and I don't want to do it anymore because you're exhausting yourself. Okay, you're exhausting yourself by doing that. Remember the baby. Love yourself. Love yourself enough to make a choice. Okay, love yourself enough to get clear. Love yourself enough to know that you deserve more than what you have right now. Okay? Love yourself enough to know that you deserve a better life than you have right now. I don't know what kind of life you have. You could have a great life. Maybe you don't want anything else in life. Maybe everything is great. But if there's room for improvement, know that you deserve it, whatever that happens to be. So, you know, it's about creating your own dream world. You've got to do it. Set the sight for 2013. Make this an important year for yourself. Make it a new life for you filled with trading success. You have to have a plan of action. I've been talking about this the whole night. successful trading. Okay, I'm giving you all the information about the motivation, but you really do need a plan. You need a proven strategy and a system that works in order to make money trading. But the stuff with your head is important too. It's just as important. And you absolutely must follow this plan to achieve success. So I'm doing a class. If you're interested, contact me for upcoming class dates. My email is melissa@thestockswoosh.com. I teach a class on how to strategically pick, play, and rate bearish gaps on a 26-point rating system. It's a 2-day class. You know, education is a gift to yourself. If you can afford to take the class or want to take the class, email me to find out the information. In the end, it's a gift to yourself because it's an investment in yourself. It's an investment in yourself for your future. And you have to believe. This is a picture actually outside Macy's right now. This is the Macy's store in New York. This looks really neat, lit up at night as well. And, you know, you have to believe, you know. Believe in whatever you want to achieve, that it's possible, because that's what you need to believe. Like I said, you know, we get in these ruts as adults and we think, you know, this is it. No, I mean, who declared this is your life, this is how you have to live forever? No, who declared that? And you're the one that decided, I guess, that you wanted to carry on the way you are in the status quo, or you can decide not to carry on in the status quo. You can decide to get on the path, to make a choice, to move forward, to do it, to make this year be the best year of your life. 2013 is going to be the best year of my life. I'm there. I just said it right now. I put it out in the universe right now. My intention right now is 2013 is going to be the best year of my life. I just turned 40 in September. This is going to be the best year for me. Everything, all around, trading, moving back to New York, meeting somebody and falling in love. This is it. 2013 is going to be the best year of my life for me. I just put it out in the universe right here with you people. That's it. I'm creating it right now. So, the Stock Swoosh Trading Room results. You know, today we had a really good day. If you guys were in the room, I know some of you were, some of you weren't. If you're interested in the room, please email me. The cost of the room is $250 a month for non-students or $200 a month for students. It's a very focused trading room that plays gaps based on technical analysis, and we're only open 8 to noon. It's just 4 hours a day. It's just live gap calls, that's it. It's very, very focused. And here's the one I did today. This guy right here. Right here. This beautiful, beautiful gap play. And by the way, this is lower. $13 was, I didn't see how it closed, but I don't think it went back to I don't think it went down to 13. But, you know, the target on this really is under $12 is the target on here in a couple of days. But it will break this 1285. I'm sure it might do it tomorrow, actually. It's not that far away. Really nice call today. Beautiful, perfect entry. It just beautiful, beautiful Monday. So thank you. Does anyone have any questions? That's it. I know I went a little bit over. But let me know if you guys have any questions or any comments, any thoughts, anything at all. I'm open to it. What did you think? Any feedback? Any thoughts? Dylan, what did you think? Dylan's only heard me talk. I think this is the first time Dylan heard me do a free webinar. Good to join my group here.